Hello, this is Epilog Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of the Elden Ring Epilog. So we are gonna talk to Millicent.
Who's there? Well, it matters not. If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot. It is a curse, not to be meddled with by man. If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot.
Okay.
I have awaited your return. The needle is repaired. Now it will forestall the rotting sickness, I'm sure. Will you give it to the girl, Millicent? I will reward you in kind. Millicent rests at the church atop the cliff beyond Celia, the town yonder, tended to by the witless pests who worship her, or rather her rotting sickness, as a god. A wretched fate, indeed. The poor girl, she never wished for any of this. Do you find it peculiar that I would show such concern for the girl? Well, I'm the one that found her, a mere babe in the swamp of Aeonia. She is one of my dear daughters. But the rotting sickness erodes one's memory. I doubt that she remembers the first thing about me. Oh, I must be getting old. I didn't always worry so much. Now, all you need to do is deliver the needle to Millicent. She's convalescing in the church atop the cliff just beyond Celia. Do so, and you shall receive a handsome recompense, of course.
Yeah, I swear the voice actor who plays him, if not, then somebody who sounds really similar, also played a character in Dying Light.
If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot. You ask that I stab myself with the needle to quell the scarlet rot. But how? Never mind. I've decided I would rather trust you than simply continue to spoil from within. Would you mind averting your eyes for a moment? Well, that was easier than expected. But why do I feel so? I hoped to see you again. My apologies for when last we met. I fainted before I could even thank you. Everything is as you said. Since inserting the needle, the scarlet rot has ceased to writhe. Even the nightmares have abated. And now, though I can scarcely believe it myself, I can move as I please. Not that I could ever truly repay you, but I would like you to have this, by way of thanks. A token though it is. I'm considering leaving. On a journey. With the needle buried in my flesh, I've started to recall, but dimly, my destiny. It's all thanks to you. My name is Millicent. I pray fate permits us meet again. Oh, hello again. Something about this place felt familiar to me, so I decided to pay a visit. Hoping to find someone here, but I've only found emptiness. Perhaps, before my departure, I needed someone to say farewell to. Well, never mind that. I must focus on my journey, for which I have you to thank. I must stay strong.
Thank you kindly for giving the needle to Millicent. Now she too can begin her journey and stare her fate straight in the eye. You've been a saint through and through. As thanks, I vow to impart to you my knowledge of the lost sorceries of the Selians, descendants of the Eternal. Oh, you noticed, did you?
Yes.
Indeed, Millicent did visit this hovel of a home. It seems the memories eaten away by the rotting sickness yet remain, but faintly. However, she has no need of me anymore. No, she must embark on her journey and stare her fate in the eye. I mustn't impede. As I've aged, I've found the best way to aid the young is to be forgotten.
Well, that's depressing. Okay, well, I was thinking that maybe if I defeated these three that I would get something cool. But, nothing dropped. So let's talk to the Great Jar. Okay. What's that do? Vastly raises equip load. Adds an additional. I mean, it's better. It's better than what we were using. Cool. I guess. Not sure what I was expecting, but given how hard those enemies were, you can see I only have 2 healing left. Given how hard they were to beat, I don't know. Anyway, we need to talk to Alexander and Blythe.
Ah, there you are. Took your sweet time. The players are all made up. I'm waiting for the curtain. Let's give them a show to remember, eh? Just don't you go dying on me. For Rani's sake, too. Once more into the fray together, eh? This might even be fun. Once more into the fray.
Champions! Welcome! The stars have aligned! The festival is nigh! General Radahn, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you! Champions! Prepare for battle! Defeat the General, claim glory, and grab that great rune! A celebration of war! The Radahn Festival!
Ah, you came. How delightful. Indeed, I thought I might find you here. By the by, do you know for whom this festival is being held? Well, it is none other than General Radahn himself. To think, I could face a great champion of the Shattering, a demigod in the flesh. Oh, gosh. In truth, I quiver at the thought. Such is his frightful repute. But the fear simply assures me the ordeal is worth undertaking. Be sure to get a good vantage, my friend. I, Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow to unflinchingly brave this ordeal. Be sure to get a good vantage, my friend.
Yeah. That's the Finger Maiden, right?
Are you good and prepared, young chum? The festival begins.
Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture. General Radahn is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog. Howling at the sky.
But now, we must make merry. Oh, gathering of champions! The revels begin! The celebration of war! The Radahn Festival!
Okay, so I'm not doing nearly enough damage with my weapon, and so I did some research, and it looks like I don't, with what I have left in Caelid, I don't think I need to worry about skipping any progress by going to the sealed tunnel and grabbing the next bell bearing. Your sacrifice won't be in vain, wolves. So I'm curious if there's anything special that happens if you do this first, because I went up through that dungeon with the worm boss the first time. Well, doesn't look like it.
Ah, good. I was waiting for you. Oh, what a sick way to fight, eh? The glory of the clash is shared. By Radahn. And you. And did you see that afterwards? A falling star right before our eyes. I can't fathom how Radahn was holding back something of that scale. He was a living legend if ever I saw one. And the path has now been cleared. To Nokra, where Ranni's fate will be decided. Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. We'll take up our swords once more. For Mistress Ranni. Let's meet where the falling star and we'll go into battle again. My only purpose is to fight for Ranni's fate.
Oh.
Sword and fang. The curtain's rising. On the final act.
Yeah, so when you say...
Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. And we'll go into battle again. Side by side. My only purpose is to fight for Ranni's fate. Sword and fang. The curtain's rising. On the final act.
Yeah. The first time I played this, that super confused me because I thought he meant Oh, this is the end game. Which it definitely is not.
Ah, hello there. Well, it was a battle marvelously fought. You are well and truly a champion, friend. I, on the other hand, am nothing but a crock. One hit was all it took to crack me, and for my insides to come spilling out. After that, I hid like a coward. And as such, I can hardly stand to face one such as you. But don't you think I've given up just yet. As luck would have it, there's a veritable mountain of warriors' bodies right here. If I can just squeeze this bunch down inside me, I'll be a mighty warrior again in no time. And you know, the bodies found here are exceedingly fine. Who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering? The greatest of all wars. Just you wait and see, friend. I'll grow even stronger. Just you wait when next we meet.
So, she has the same name as the puppet that Selvas tried to give me, or one that he offered me. So I wonder, is she like the living version of the puppet, or is she a puppet? I don't know.
At last, the war festival has ended.
Brave champion, you have our gratitude. The celebration was spectacular. General Radahn is surely pleased. Festering with rot and crippled by madness, all he wanted was an honorable death. Finally, my work is done. I'm no longer bound to this fortress. I have a task in mind. Old business, you could say. You wouldn't understand. May we meet again, if the fates deign it. Brave champion.
Alexander is supposed to be somewhere south of the Carian Study Hall. Carian. The Carian Study Hall. Not sure exactly where to expect him, but my notes just say south of the Carian Study Hall.
Can you hear me? Help me!
Wait,
Stuck. Hello?
if you're
Hello? Anyone?
if you're stuck, how is it that you wound up on Mount Gelmir?
Ah, hello. How nice it is to see a friendly face. As you can surmise, I've got myself stuck in another hole. Would you mind helping me out again? My thanks in advance. I know you're the woman for the job. You know what to do, Give me a good smack from behind with something nice and big. Don't worry about my wound sustained at the festival. I'm stuck back together good and proper. Just give it your all. Gosh! Stop! Please! That's my face! Smack me from the other, please! Wait. I have a terrible feeling about this. Would you stop hitting me for a minute? Now, I can feel my lower half is stuck on something. I don't think you can get me out just by hitting me this time. Let's think. Perhaps there's a way to slide me out a little more smoothly. What if I could somehow be made slippery or some such? Let's think. Perhaps there's a way to slide me out a little more smoothly. I mean, what if I could somehow be made slippery or some such?
Are there oil pots in this game? One second. There are oil pots. In order to get one, I need to get the Pneumatic Wire Cookbook 17.
Oh, a customer.
Cool. I'll just buy both of them.
Goodbye. Till next time.
So now I should be able to craft some oil pots. I'll just craft 3 of them. Well, that one kid really wants a potentate that is slippery.
By gods, you are a woman of vision. This will have me as slippery as a toad. I have a good feeling about this, my friend. Right. Give me a good smack from behind with something nice and big. Oh, yes. That's the ticket.
Jeez, you're not looking great.
My thanks to you and your razor-sharp wits. Oh, as a token of my thanks, I'd like you to have this. Oh, dearie me, I'm oilier than a toad. Yeah, there were countless oil jars back where I'm from, actually. And now I know what it's like to be one of them. Yes, indeed. I too have a home, though it is one to which I have vowed not to return. So, I thought I might look out from atop the cliff. But as I drew closer and closer, pow, wouldn't you know it, I was perfectly stuck in that blasted hole. I can feel the warriors inside admonishing me for my mawkishness. To walk the path of champions, one cannot cleave to the past. I'm headed to the Fiery Mount in the north. I can strengthen myself there without fear of cracking this vessel. I will forge myself anew in its flames.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they just like sent him there if he's supposed to be stuck. Hey.
Oh, hello again, cuz. I'm happy you came back. I have good tidings for you, cuz. Have you noticed the rare flowers growing in this village? I asked the villagers if you could pick some of them, and they said you'd be very welcome. Go on, cuz. You really should pick some of our flowers. Who knows? They might be of some use. Ah, hello again. Say, cuz, have you met Uncle Alexander?
Yes.
He used to live here with us, but then he left to be a champion. I asked to go with him, but he said, the path of champions must be trod alone. So heroic, right? I miss him, though. If you see him, you should ask him to teach you how to fight, cuz. He's big and tough and strong.
Yeah.
Uncle Alexander said he won't be back again. My home is of the past, and the past, as they say, is a different country. I suppose that's part of being a warrior, isn't it? So, please don't tell anyone, cuz. But I'm actually a warrior jar as well. One day, I'll be just like Uncle Alexander. Then I'll have to leave the village to become a champion.
Okay, I think I'm caught up on his dialogue, actually.
Ah, I had been waiting for your return. I've decided to leave the Round Table Hold after all. As I mentioned, I'm off in search of the noble gold mask. We may not meet again for some time. If there's any incantations you wish to learn, now's the moment.
I am pleased to see you again. Would you like me to hold you once more? Now, come closer. You are so very warm. My dear, might I ask something of you? Could you please find the owner of this dagger and return it to them?
Weathered dagger.
A certain person gave it to me as a gift. It's a very precious thing. It must have a special place in the owner's heart. So I would like for the original owner to have it back, if you wouldn't mind. I'd like you to find the owner of the dagger I gave you and return it to them. It's a very precious thing.
Great.
Then good day to you, my dear.
It was once a special weapon of gold and silver intertwined, but is now worn down and marred by a black gash. That's very weathered.
Greetings. Are you here for spirit tuning? I need to warn you about something. A little while ago, someone started lurking in the wing on the opposite side of the round table. And I can hear, from all the way over there, the howling and wailing of spirits in fear of a curse. I can even hear the repulsive twisted malice in itself. A plethora of spirits in an unceasing cacophony. I can't even imagine. How much suffering inflicted to who knows how many souls. Not even the crafting caused anything like this to happen. You should keep your distance. I know you're strong, but please.
Ah, hello there. What can I do for you?
Oh.
Well, what have we here? How did you get your hands on that dagger? Well, that hardly matters. matters. I know very well whose dagger it is. Why don't I return it to them for you? Good work bringing this to me.
Okay. I don't know whose it is.
Did you need some?
Maybe if I reload, he'll tell me.
Have you ever felt the curse? With your whole being, the pox upon life itself, feared and despised by all. The reviled blessing. Apparently not. You are but a lamb, a stranger to defilement, ignorant of your own ignorance. You no longer interest me. I've been long without peace. Don't spoil my quietude.
Finally, it is returned to its rightful place. The stolen Hallowbrand of the exalted noble. And now, I must bid you goodbye as well, though I ask you deliver this message to the Round Table Hold. I am Via, deathbed companion, hark Round Table. Disturb not the death of Godwyn, the exalted. We who humbly live in death, live in waiting, to one day welcome our Lord. What right does anyone have to object? Our Lord will rise, the Lord of the many and the meek.
Is he? Okay. Well, that explains some things. It explains why Dee was dead, and also why his brother would want to kill her, and also why she ended up at the Prince of Death's throne. Although, you know, Dee definitely was sketchy. Taking the Shaded Castle was a lot easier this time than I remember it being. I just have to say. Like, it was kind of a joke compared to, like, the Halig Tree or Castle Soul. I remember when I thought the Shaded Castle was pretty difficult. Took me a while to remember how to get there, though. I mean, there's a super obvious path right here, but for some reason I thought I needed to go down into the moat around Volcano Manor. So I went into this moat here. Haven't been to Volcano Manor yet, though, because of obvious reasons. One second. Let me look at my notes. Right. Okay.
Ah, we meet again. In truth, it's been smooth sailing for me. The Scarlet Rot has stilled since last we met. As such, I've been able to continue my journey. Though rather vexingly, I realized that if I still had my sword arm, I could have aided you in battle. Are you giving me this arm? Thank you. I am in your debt yet again, I think. If the arm serves well enough, it might be possible for me to wield a sword again. Perhaps then I can aid you in battle. If the it might be possible. Perhaps then.
Okay, so I need to go talk to Gowrie again. Wow. If you could stop hitting me with magic, that'd be fantastic. Just saying.
Please make certain that little Millicent goes unharmed. Like her mother, she has the stuff to be a great warrior, but commands only one arm and is yet preciously young. So, you gave Millicent a golden arm replacement. This is a wonderful development. Thank you for your kindness. Now, Millicent may fully realize her true warrior's potential, like her beautiful mother. The girl, Millicent, she is a bird. Green and undeveloped, waiting to flower into magnificence. What a wondrous day that will be. In truth, before her, I'd never seen a bud of such superior quality. She might very well outshine her sisters.
Cool, cool. All right. Well, I think we need to end this episode here. When we come back next time, I think we're gonna be headed up into the Volcano Manor area, and then we can finally do the Volcano Manor quest that we quests that we completely missed. So that will definitely be good, because that was one of the biggest disappointments that I experienced in my first playthrough, was when I killed Rykard and then discovered that I couldn't continue the Volcano Manor questline. Anyway, until next time, see you and bye.